Hello. This video will review the safety procedures and protocols we use in Concord Community Schools. Here in Concord, we use what is called the Standard Response Protocol. This allows the school and first responders to use the same language during emergencies. The Standard Response Protocol is based on 5 actions we take during an emergency: lockout, evacuate, shelter, hold, and ALICE. Each action is followed by a directive. Every action has specific instructions of what to do during an emergency. When you hear them over the PA, the action and directive will be repeated. Now, let's take a look at each action and what staff and students should do when they hear them.
Lockout is what we use when there's something dangerous outside of the building. This could be a dangerous or suspicious person outside, or criminal activity in the area. When you hear the announcement that we are in a lockout, no one is allowed in or out. Staff will need to help bring students into the building quickly and take attendance. Students and staff should remain inside locked classrooms. Learning can continue, but hallways should remain clear and no one enters or exits the building. Staff should have increased awareness in the event more action is needed. So often, the school will receive a call from police to initiate a lockout. However, students can report suspicious activity to a staff member. Staff members would report this to the office for further direction. Usually not. During a lockout, there is usually something dangerous near the school. This means that even if the school day ends, we may have to stay in the building until the threat is over. A lockout will be released by an announcement over the PA. If the threat gets near to the building, staff should be ready for a lockout to go into an ALICE alert.
Evacuate is how to move everyone in an orderly fashion from point A to point B. A fire drill is a perfect example. It's really evacuate out of the building and is signaled by the fire alarm. Evacuate is always followed by a location like evacuate to the gym. Students will leave their things behind and listen for instructions or directions. For teachers, there may be cases where you lead students and cases where you follow them. Teachers should grab their clipboards that contain current rosters and red and green cards. Teachers should also bring their phones. When you get to the evacuation location, take attendance and note any missing or extra students. Self-evacuation means leaving through the nearest exit. Pay attention to the situation and think, what is the situation? Can I see the nearest exit? If you self-evacuate, move to a safe place. That could be a nearby business, church, or a trusted person's house. Once safe to do so, then move to the rally point. This could potentially happen during an ALICE alert. However, remember that being behind a locked door is a proven barrier.
Shelter is how we respond to a hazard with a specific safety strategy. This could be environmental, like a storm, tornado, or earthquake. It could also be something like a chemical leak nearby. The PA announcement will usually state the hazard and then the strategy to be used. It will always be repeated. A common example would be shelter for a tornado. Move to a storm shelter location. Cover and hold. In all cases, teachers should take attendance and listen for further instructions because the situation might change.
Hold in classrooms is used when we need to keep the hallways clear of students. The PA announcement will be hold in classrooms, clear the hallways. This will be repeated. Teachers should remain in the classroom with all their students until the all clear is announced. Close and lock your door. Continue with business as usual. If you're in the hallway, quickly return to your room or the nearest open room if the situation does not allow you to return to your room. Any adults in the hallway without students should help clear hallways of students and return to their rooms.
ALICE is an acronym that stands for Alert, Lockdown, Inform, Counter, and Evacuate. We use ALICE because it's a proactive approach to a violent incident. It is a research-based approach that increases our chances of survival. ALICE is a non-sequential and gives you options in the event there is an active threat inside or directly outside the building. The A in ALICE stands for Alert. This is the moment you become aware of a violent incident is occurring. This could be from the PA like, "Alice alert, Alice alert." A white male wearing a red baseball cap entering door 1. Be prepared to learn how to use your building's PA system because you may be the one calling out the Alice alert. The L stands for lockdown. During lockdown, with the door already shut and locked, try and cover the window on your door. Everyone should spread out and remain quiet. If time permits, you may barricade the door with chairs and desks. During lockdown, be prepared to counter as a last resort. The I stands for inform. This is where real-time information is passed on. You'll receive this information on the PA announcement or possibly a text alert. The information will be what is happening, where, who, when, and how it is happening. C in ALICE is for counter. It is taking back control of the situation. It is not fighting. For example, if you have chosen to lock down in your classroom and the intruder breaches your barricade, you can counter by throwing objects at the intruder, moving, and causing commotion. E stands for evacuate. This is the preferred option. The simple truth is if you are not in the building where there is a violent intruder, you will be safe. If you believe it is safe, leave the building and find a safe place until you are able to move to the rally point.
Throughout the building, you will see posters with important safety information. Each room should have posted directions for emergencies, along with an evacuation map and an orange clipboard. Your office will have information on what emergency materials should be in your room. If you are missing any materials, or if you find the information is incorrect, please contact the office so they can be sure you have what you need. Throughout the year, we will have several drills to practice the safety procedures covered in the video. It's important to take them seriously when they happen. Please contact your school's administration with any specific safety questions you may have. Thanks for watching, and thank you for all you do to keep our students safe.